Turn on the lights. Okay, I think we're live. Hello. Hello. Can you see me and hear me all right? Okay, I think the lighting behind me is not very helpful. But yeah, let me know if you can see me and hear me all right. Hopefully this is better in terms of the lighting. Hello, yes, good. I'm so glad to hear that. We're getting better at this, right? We're getting better at this. Hi everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to another live session with myself on raising wholesome men. And today we're going to be talking about something that is very dear to my heart, and that is a lot of things that our sons love to hear from us, but they would never ask for them. So, what our boys actually need to hear from us on a regular basis, but they would never ask about it. Now, maybe I should start with saying why it seemed like they would never ask about these things. Please let me know if you can hear me very well. I just moved a bit, but I can see that my audio is good. Now, why? Let's start with why it seemed like they would never ask. Now, if I'm sure a lot of us have heard it over and over and over about how women are more expressive, or the average woman is more expressive. People say that's a stereotype, but to be honest, we're wired differently. Stereotype or no stereotype, we're wired differently. And that's when you ask a woman, how are you? And then they go on and on and on about how they are, but the man will just answer you very briefly and quietly. And that's also because of the way they think. Also, I want to go back a bit to the last couple of sessions we've had. I think this is the third one. We've talked about why our parents did not teach us to love the way our children expect us to love them now, considering the era that we are in, the age that we're in. And another thing is, why the father's love is important, which we looked at when the father is present, but not actually present. So that's like a kind of recap and an introduction to today's session. So before we carry on, let me say hello to you. Welcome, welcome. My name is Kiki, and I am your host today on this live. I am passionate about raising boys. I'm passionate about the well-being of men and boys. Yes. So going into it today, when we're talking about what our sons desperately need to hear from us and that they probably would never ask us. So I would go quick. I got a list here, and guess how I got this list? I actually went online to search where boys are talking. I've got two boys myself. I asked all the boys around to say, what are the daily things? What are the things you think if you hear from us more could make life easier, or that you just love to hear very often? And I've got my list here. So forgive me if my eyes are moving, it's because I'm looking at the list. So, but again, the reality is that it's not all of these boys that have the same need, but they are all very similar from the things I asked them. So there are various questions going on in their head about it. So I'm going to go, I think I got quite a few numbers, but I'm going to go into them one after the other. I intend to go through 10, but we'll see how far we can go with the time that we have. The first that we all probably guess is I love you. Yes, that's the first. And why am I going with that as the first? Because I think it's almost the basic, it's almost the foundation for every other one they said they want to hear. So for some, they want to hear I love you more from dad. For some, they want to hear I love you more from mom. So this particular live session is not talking about mom or just dad, but it's talking about what our boys would love to hear more from us as their parents or the adults around them. So they need to hear it. They know they love us, we love them, but they said it's okay to hear it. They don't want to assume, they don't want to infer it, they just want to hear it. And one of the questions I asked is, why is this important to you? So for everything they said they want to hear, the follow-up question is, why is this important to you? And they said, because when we hear it, it helps us stay grounded in the fact that we're accepted at home by our parents. And then it says it helps them know that it's not just about their achievements. So, irrespective of the age, whether they are 6, they are 17, they are 18, they are 34, they want to know that it's not just about their achievement, but that they are loved unconditionally. Now, another one that was kind of funny to me, because psychology doesn't really agree with this to a large extent, and I'm going to tell you the why, and what psychology agrees with, is that they want to hear, I am proud of you. But what psychology says is better is to tell the child, you should be proud of yourself, and not for us to say we're proud of them. But the children actually want to hear, I am proud of you. So why do they want to hear, I'm proud of you? And how do we balance it? Now, one of the things that the children said is that parents are quick to correct and slow to affirm them, right? So, so a lot of us, we easily notice what they do not do right. We easily notice what's going wrong. We easily notice what they can correct. But we close our eyes to the things that are going well. And even when we notice the ones that are good, the ones that are going well, we pretend we haven't noticed and we don't say anything about it. But they need to know what is working as well. They need to know what they're doing better at, how they're getting better at themselves. So they don't want to hear, I'm proud of you because you got an A star, you got an A, but I'm proud of you even in the efforts you're making. I'm proud of the efforts you're making. I'm proud of your kindness. I'm proud of who you are as a person. I see you, I appreciate you, and I'm proud of you. So let's bring in a bit of psychology there as well. So in as much as what I've adopted to say is, I'm proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself. So it's not just about me, it's not just about them making me proud, but the outcome of whatever they're doing to themselves and in their lives. Another one that a lot of them mentioned is that they want to know that it's okay for them not to be perfect. So it's okay for them to have fears, it's okay for them to fail, it's okay for them to be trying, it's okay for them to be weak, it's okay for them to be struggling, and they want to hear it from us. So when they are struggling, and now talking about this, I remember there was a time one of my boys came home and a mistake they have made. I actually identified, I sensed the mistake. And I said, I sensed this. And as soon as I said that, the boy just started crying, right? And guess what? I got up, I went to him and I hugged him. He was in my arms and he sobbed. He was in my arms for quite a few minutes. And after sobbing, I looked him in the eyes and I said, you know what? It's okay. It's your journey. The important thing is you're going through this journey with awareness. And I think that's one thing we should allow our children, particularly our sons who are going to be fathers and leaders of the home tomorrow. That's one thing we need to let them understand and accept, to acknowledge it to them and help them accept the fact that, see, you don't always have to be perfect. You would make mistakes, and it's okay as long as you are aware and you're looking and trying to be a better person. Now, the downside of not making them know that it's okay not to be perfect is that they would grow up yearning, dreaming, struggling to be perfect, right? And then when they make mistakes, they will beat themselves up and beat the people around them up. Remember, they say hurting people hurts others. Damaged people damage others. People who have been bullied bully others. So because they do not know how to handle their mistakes, they will not know how to handle other people's mistakes. And because their mistakes frustrate them, their default mode will most likely put in their frustrations on the people around them, people they love. I'm sure that sounds familiar to a lot of people. Whether you are watching me live or you listen to this replay, you have been around men who actually do that, right? That could be the foundation. Now let's go back to what the boys said. They said, yes, they want to be sure and they want to know. They want us to tell them and reassure them that they can talk to us about anything. And that takes me to a question. When your child makes a mistake, who is the first person they will tell? Now I'm asking you this question. You can ask them, but when you ask them, be sure, one, to reassure them that you don't want them to tell you the thing, what you want to hear, right? Then when you ask them and you hear the truth, be ready to take it in and to listen or think about how to do better. But I repeat the question. When your child makes a mistake or something goes wrong with the child, who is the first person they go to tell? Sometimes it's okay, they want to tell their friends, but we should strive to be our children's safe spaces. One thing I tell my children when they were teenagers, when they were younger, and now they're young adults, one thing I used to tell them a lot, I've not told them in a while, and I think I'll tell them again, but I want to believe they know, is that I always say to them, you will make your mistakes. You would learn from your experiences in life. But whatever it is you're going through, whatever mistake you've made, whatever thing is happening around you, I need you to know this. My ears, there is nothing that would ever be too heavy for my ears to hear, right? There is nothing that will be too heavy that you will do that will break my heart. My heart is unbreakable. So feel free. Don't think, oh, I don't want to break mom's heart. You can't break it. Bring it to me. My ears will not burst, will not hurt me from hearing them. My heart will not break, right? And then I said, my ears will not hurt. There is nothing too big for my ears to hear, nothing too heavy for my heart to handle, right? Nothing too complicated for my mind to fathom or think or understand it through with you. And then there is nothing that will ever be too massive, too big for my embrace to hold in with you. So that means, irrespective, my arms will always be open, like to take you in. My heart will be strong enough to hear it. Bring it. And that was me trying to reassure them constantly that, look here, whatever questions you get about relationship, about sex, about faith, anxiety, identity, anything, intimacy, bring it home and we will handle it together. Bring it home and we will handle it together. So I don't know how you want to coin yours, but it's okay to keep reassuring them because the outside world is reassuring them. I saw something not too long ago on TikTok or somewhere on social media where the child was saying, the lady is in her 30s, she's a mother now, and she was saying she remembered the day she went out for a party. Her mom did not know she was going for a party. She left the house for the party. The mom did not know. The mom did not even know a party was happening, let alone that she went for the party. When she got to the party, I think something happened and she was in danger. 2 a.m., she picked up her phone and called her mom and said, Mom, please, can you come and pick me? This is where I am at. In her nightwear, the mom jumped into the car without asking questions and went to pick the child. She said they drove home for about half an hour. The mom did not answer a question. The mom did not say anything. The following day, they moved on as though nothing happened. Years later, when she asked her mom, why did you pick me up and did not ask me any question or did not get it? Mom said, because I was just thankful that you called me. I've been in such situations and I'm just like, okay, that's fine. I'm on my way. At the moment, what questions and interrogation, they don't matter. What matter is my child, you called me and I'm running to save you. And I said the word running. I remember that song. Your goodness is running after me. You leave the 99 and come after the one. I know some people would always say, why are you the one that you don't worry, my child. It's okay. Just call me. I will leave the 99 and come for you. As we go, we will figure out how for you not to be that one, right? And Jesus is not complaining for anybody who is the one. Don't listen to what they are saying on social media. Why are you the one? Don't worry. The Jesus that died for you is not complaining. But let's go back to this, that for you, my child, it's okay. I would leave everything and come for you. And then another very important one is to say it's okay to feel what you're feeling. And then, help them name the feeling. You're frustrated, you're overwhelmed, you're angry, you're upset, you don't understand it. It's okay for them to feel the feel. I'm sure we've gone past the days of real men don't cry, right? But we're in the days of real men don't struggle. Real men don't feel. That's all lies. They do. They do. So it's okay for them to know that real men feel these things. You can feel angry. You can feel hurt. You can feel disappointed. You can feel afraid. Feelings are not the enemy. It is how we manage the feelings that becomes whether the enemy, whether it's destructive or not. But feelings are not the enemies. And we need to let our children know. Understand how you're feeling. That was how I called my son. And I said, I've been sensing this. Tell me. And when they said, you sound like you're overwhelmed. I said, yes, Mom, I'm really, really overwhelmed. I wasn't at home. And when I got home, he came to me. We talked about the overwhelm. And trust me, I said to him as well, this is how I am feeling at the moment as well. So it's okay for them to have their feelings. Another one they said is they want to know and hear that they don't have to carry everything themselves. A lot of them are figuring themselves out. A lot of them are figuring their career out, figuring out relationships, figuring out their body image, figuring out their hormones. It's okay for us, son, it's okay for you to come to me and let's figure it out together. They want to hear it. So when you go to them and say, are you okay? What's happening? And they go, nothing, I'm fine. I have a post on Substack about why they say I'm fine, why they don't talk sometimes. But when you ask them and they say, oh, it's okay, I'm fine, tell them, it's okay, I hear you, but I am here to figure it out with you when you need to or when you feel you need to talk. Healthy men know when to seek support, and we teach them as children by reassuring them so that they will be confident in their feelings, in their down moments, and then they would know when to seek support. Let's move on very quickly. The next one is for you to say, I believe in you. And again, flip side of that, psychology, remind them to always believe in themselves. So, yes, I believe in you. Identity. This helps them stay grounded in their identity. But then it goes deeper when you help them to identify that they should believe in themselves, right? So when they're struggling to do something, son, I believe in you. I know you can pull this through. I know you can see it's true. And that's when I say talk things to my children, I'll see them, they might not rise up in that moment, but you will see the light on their faces. It's very important. It's okay. I know it's hard, but I believe in you. You can do this. And then another one that was very important to them, or that came up a lot from the survey, is for us to acknowledge when we are wrong. Yeah, I know. They want to know that you know you're wrong, you acknowledge it, you take responsibilities for your mistakes as a parent, as an adult around them, so that they too can learn from us to take responsibilities, right? Son, I was wrong there. I am sorry. Son, I crossed the line. I am sorry. I shouldn't have handled it that way. I can do better. Or son, I was wrong there, but to be honest, I really don't know how to handle it. How can I do better? Very importantly, again, is you telling them, reassuring them that they are good men. Not facade, not based on what they want to hear, but based on what you can actually see. When my children were young, one of the things I say to them is, if anybody asks you what you want to become, trust me, it's okay not to have figured it out that you want to be an engineer, you want to be. I say, what I need you to figure out is who you want to become or who you are becoming, right? So, far above, I want to become, or I'm becoming a successful man. No, I'm becoming, or I want to become a good man. I want to become a responsible man. I want to become a man who is accountable. I want to become a man who understands emotions. I want to become a good man. And then you see all the success, all the accountants, they will flow in later on. So a good man is a man who is kind, a man who is honest, a man who is generous, resilient, a man who has integrity, a man who listens, a man who has insight. That is the good man. Those are the kind of values we should incorporate into our sons. We should teach them. And then when we see those qualities, we tell them, I see that you're becoming a good man. And then I think I've talked about on this when I was talking about loving, but another one is just making them know that you will always be there for them. You would always be there for them. I've got my eyes on the time, so I'm going to close with this, right? And that the question many sons never ask. The questions many sons never ask. So, can I share my thoughts with you on this? That even though they want to hear that, there is also the questions our sons never ask us. And that is, do we enjoy being with them? Do you enjoy spending time with them? I think that's something you should tell them. When you're with them, laugh with them. When you're with them, talk with them. Don't be distracted. And then tell them, I've enjoyed that chat with you. I've enjoyed that moment with you. It's very important. So you play games or you go for a walk. I really enjoyed that walk with you. I really enjoyed that game with you. I really enjoyed cooking with you. I really enjoyed this with you. Let them know that you enjoy spending time with them as they grow into men. So they can have the reassurance that they are not projects. They are not responsibilities. They are not problems you're solving. But they are actually a delight in your life, that you delight in them is very, very important. Please, I don't know if you heard that shout. My son just shouted that jollof rice is ready. I don't know who does that. I told you I'm joining the meeting and you're telling me jollof rice is ready. But thank you, son. So, closing very quickly, I just want to leave it with you here. I want to leave it here and just to say that your son may never ask for these things, but it's okay to tell them. Just chipping it in, one conversation at a time, one moment at a time. Let them know. We're going to try and put the highlights of this 10 things or 11 in the comment or description section. I hope my team would remember to put them on there. But please, let's take these things away and begin to practice them one day, one week at a time. Thank you so much for joining me today. Yes, I said earlier on, give me the rice. That my son just called me that jollof rice is ready. Look at what the boy is done. So thank you so much, son. I should learn from what I've said to myself, right? Thank you for this. This is good. It's soft. Well done. All right, guys. See you. I got to go now. So we don't go overtime. That's spicy. Bye, everybody. God bless you. Love you.